Hi there, it's Rebekah from Sapphire Coast Tarot. Today I will be doing a reading for Taurus from I think it's going to be for the 15th, the Monday the 15th, till the 21st. So time is ticking by, 15th to the 21st. Okay, Taurus, I hope that you have had a good weekend, or you are having a good weekend. I will be using the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is the original deck for tarot prior to normal like playing cards that you play with to play poker or whatever. Sort of like normal cards that you play with poker and gym rummy and stuff like that. They were the original cards. You could read those, and then they brought out this Rider-Waite tarot deck with a little bit with the pictures. So that's the deck that I'm going to be using. I went to a psychic expo yesterday, which was quite involved, and I had a reading for myself, and she did use the just normal playing cards that you play poker with or snap or whatever. So that was very interesting for me. It was a good reading. I felt it was a good reading in general. She did tell me a few things. Oh, one thing in particular that wasn't the best, but just things, you can't have everything go well all the time, I guess. Last year was a big year for all of us. A lot of people went through a lot of different transitions, and the planets have changed. So especially Neptune and Uranus and Pluto, they've moved out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So you will be feeling the shifts if you haven't already gone through the shifts into a better time. Okay, so I've got this one out here for you at the moment, Taurus. This is the seven of cups. So choices, that's what's going on for you at the moment. Okay, let's have a look for what you're desiring in the situation, or how you're feeling about the situation. Let's see. How is Taurus feeling about this situation at the moment, Spirit? That flip over. Yes, it did. So, my dogs are barking because there's a fire going on. Sorry about that, Taurus. I don't usually try and take readings on the weekend for that reason, because there's a lot more traffic around, just going for a drive or whatever. I live in quite a quiet area of town, so there's not much traffic down this end during the week. Anyway, okay, so this is how you're feeling, the Hierophant, at the moment. So you may be fearing this, or you may have a desire for this as well. Okay, so we're going to have a look at what will be helpful for you in this situation, Taurus. What is helpful for Taurus in this situation? Helpful for Taurus. Spirits and guides. Helpful for Taurus. We did just have the new moon new moon. New moon it was in Pisces, but it will be going into Aries. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess here for the helpful advice. So what is or will be in your favor? Let's have a look at the challenges. What are the challenges for Taurus? Challenges. The challenge is the King of Cups. So, okay, so we've got two major arcana here. one in the feelings and one in the helpful position. We've also got that King of Cups there, which is going to be quite strong in this reading. Well, okay, so these just jumped out. Okay, so we've got here the World, which is the major arcana for the outcome, and also the Nine of Wands for the future as well. So I'll put those there for you, Taurus. Now remember, you're not in your sun sign every week, so you could be in your moon sign, considering we just did have a new moon, or you can be in your rising sign, which you can find that out on your natal chart. Just check out Google, or you can also be in your Venus sign, which is to do with love. Okay, so here we'll look at the situation at the moment. We've got the 7. Oh, is it the 7? Yep, 7. My eyes just do funny. I need new glasses. The 7 of Cups. Okay, you may have many choices. You could also be feeling overwhelmed with difficulties, like in making a decision. You need to view the choices in a realistic and practical way. If you can't make a choice, there is a chance that you can be left empty-handed. So this could be in regards to work, like you may have a couple of options in work and you don't know which way to go. You may feel, that you've got a couple of choices up your sleeve and you can't make a choice, but it's advisable to get along and make a choice. Or you may have a couple of love interests in your life that you want to move towards, or they have offered their cup to you. But I think this card is saying you need to be sensible, and you also need to make a decision, because otherwise you're going to be left empty-handed. So here we can see the cups here with all the elements inside, snakes and crystals and jewels and wreaths and different things there. So yeah, that's what that card's about. Okay, so you may be feeling at the moment, because you do have these choices, like the Hierophant, you could also be dealing with a Taurus, or yes, you are a Taurus as well. So this is you. I think this may be you. This may indicate that you are feeling pretty wise and you feel like you're a trustworthy person. It can also speak about the fact that you could be dealing with large organisations or a government or educational institution. This card does talk about traditional values and moral ethics. You do have a set way of working and thinking, and you may be finding it difficult to implement change. Like you may be finding it difficult to make these choices. You may be finding it difficult to make any headway with educational institutions as well. But I read this as you are feeling quite in your power, because you do have these options around you. But I think that you need to start thinking about your morals and what you traditionally believe in, and make a decision based on that. Okay, so we have the High Priestess in the helpful position. The High Priestess is part of the major arcana, so it is a strong energy in this reading. The High Priestess does speak about... What does she speak about? I've lost it. Sorry, I've just lost my train of thought there. Okay, so this card does represent mysteries. and secrets. Something is going to be revealed to your benefit. Follow your instincts and your intuition. Perhaps you have unexplored potential in this situation that you haven't thought about. This card does talk about spirituality and wisdom and desire for knowledge and learning. So you may, this might be helpful for you to ask your guides or your spirits what is the best way for you to go, or ask them for their help, really. Ask for a sign or something so you can make the choice that you need to make. So that is what is in the helpful position. Sorry about that, Taurus. Another interruption. Okay, so yeah, I believe that this is what the helpful advice is for you in making this choice. It's advised for you to ask your guides. Ask for a sign. Ask for something. It's also saying trust your instincts and your intuition. Maybe you need to have a look at the situation you need to look at the situation in all ways. You need to look at it through your heart, your head, and also your instincts, what your gut's saying, because usually your gut is going to be the right way. I don't think anyone can make a mistake with their stomach, but I know that that's hard because we do tend to listen to either our heart or our head. And sometimes we do make the wrong decision. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do get hurt. But you know what? We just have to pick ourselves up again and don't be scared. Get out there. Just as this card's saying here, the choices that you do have, you need to make that decision, because otherwise you're going to be missed out. You're going to feel like you've missed out. Okay, so, right. So I've talked about the helpful. Okay, so, right. The challenges. Okay, so the challenge here, or what may be preventing you, is quite a strong energy. This person could be a father figure. You may have an influence of a father figure in your life, which is making your decision hard, or you may feel like you need to do the right thing by him. It doesn't have to be a he, it can be a she, but a she can be in her masculine energy. So it could be a mother who is also very strong, but usually this person is a loyal and kind person. They're relaxed and content. They don't like conflict. They can appear detached, and they can be in their own mind a lot. They're a loving, warm person, and they can make a very good husband, wife, or lover. So this person is very sensitive, but they do give a lot of love. Kings don't muck around. They are very direct, and they're the stayers, like they will be supporting you. As I said, this could be a challenge. So if you are a female, the challenge could be that you do have an influence from a father figure, or you may have an ex-partner who is influencing your choices. This could also be you may have an offer of love from a particular person, and you're not sure whether you want to take that cup. You can see this card however it fits into your situation. but I've given you a few different options there. Okay, so in the future we have, or the outcome, sorry, or the advice needed. We have the Nine of Wands and the World. Okay, so the Nine of Wands we'll talk about first. This card does represent a road that has been very long for you. You may feel like giving up. You need to, this card says that you are closer than what you think. It does say that you do have the inner strength to move forward, and you need to gather your reserves for the final push. So I think that you have a lot of choices. You have possibly a little bit of influence. You want to do the traditional and moral way of doing it, but you also have some helpful advice near you, but you may also get some help from someone that is wise. This might be a person that you know that stands as the high priestess, and she has lots of knowledge, so you could speak to her or him about it. That's in the helpful position. Okay, so the World. The World is part of the major arcana. The World card does represent success and victory and triumph. It's not talking about overnight success, but rather a goal that you are working toward. We have been in a cycle, so this does talk about the cycle moving around a little bit further. So the rewards are well deserved. You are going to feel delighted with your achievements and the completion of a cycle. And this card does speak about happiness. So Taurus, I generally think that once you make this decision following your morals and ethics, maybe getting some advice. I know that there's an influence of a father or husband there, or it could be someone that's very in love with you and you're not in love with them. Also, this King of Cups is a very strong energy because that's your challenge. The Nine of Wands talks about this long road that you've been on and you can get there. We are in the cycle, so the cycle is moving around. So you just need to gather your reserves for that final push, and the outcome is this World. So the World is talking about the success, the victory, and the triumph. So I hope that that is helpful for you, Taurus. I will just read you a oracle card from Feather Magic. Let's see what we've got for Taurus. What's the advice for Taurus? What's the advice for Taurus, spirits and guides? The advice. What's the advice? Okay, we've got responsibility. Wow. Okay, responsibility. Okay, so it is number 10. Responsibility, number 10. Oracle card books are really not the easiest thing to figure out. Sometimes they're, in alphabetical order. Sometimes they're in number, like they're all over the place. Okay, responsibility is, let's have a look at page 38. 38. I wish I was 38 again. Okay, responsibility. The kookaburra has a very distinctive call that sounds very similar to the sound of a very raucous laugh. The kookaburra's laugh is such an infectious sound that always brings a smile to people's faces. It is then naturally assumed that the kookaburra appears when it is time for you to let go of the worry and stress and lift your energy levels so that you can feel happy and have a laugh at life. But the kookaburra feather also brings a much deeper and more powerful message of taking responsibility for your inner healing. Holding on to deep hurts, guilt and resentments eat away at the body's cellular structure and are the cause of many serious illnesses. If this amazing feather of the kookaburra has flown into your life, it is now time for you to take responsibility for your own healing and release any old negative experiences or emotions that you are still holding within you. So often these issues are pushed aside and never really faced or resolved. But this you must do to enable long-term healing to take place at the cellular level. Today, stop laughing at the issues that lie deep within you. Face them squarely. Allow yourself to release them and you will feel healing take place as never before. Okay, well, that's beautiful. I'm looking at this High Priestess card again, and it does talk about the mysteries and secrets. There is something going to be revealed to your benefit. So this is in the helpful position. I'm just wanting to go over this again. This card does represent wisdom and desire and your knowledge for learning to do with spirituality. So according to this, with the Oracle card, responsibility, I believe that you have inner healing to do. So if you know how to do that, well, I suggest you do some meditation or even just look into some YouTube channels. They can always help you. But the High Priestess here, along with responsibility and saying that you need to heal and to stop laughing, it's different. You take it how you see it, but this is how I see it, that you do need some inner healing work to be done. You may be concentrating on other things, but I think you need to do some self-love. And because you may be pushing out to the universe that you aren't good enough. There's a lot of spiders around. We've had some rain. Spiders everywhere. Anyway, sorry, I'm in my own, chat room here. Okay, so I just think that you need to look deep within for the answers, and think about your morals and your ethics, because you are the Hierophant, Taurus, and you will be able to make the correct choices. As I said, that challenge is with the father figure or the husband or the person that's in love with you, but you will make the right decision because you've been on the long road and you're going towards, you'll be at the end soon, and you have the world. It is a new cycle. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you would like to subscribe and help me grow my channel so I can get the messages out, or if you do subscribe, then you'll get the notifications if you hit the notification bell, so you'll know as soon as something comes up for you. That's why it's handy to subscribe and hit the bell. Give it a thumbs up if it does resonate with you, and share with like-minded people. That would be good too. Okay, so I hope you have a really fabulous week, Taurus, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay, see ya.